Hello. As soon as I found out that the new Honor has Google services, I immediately bought it for review. And all because I remember this company as a top for this money. Here you have Google services and the processor from Qualcomm instead of Kirin, as well as good cameras. I'm thinking, are Google services enough to conquer the market, or have Honor lagged behind the smartphone market? The whole truth about Honor 15 in this video. Make the right choice. And I will probably start with the most problematic places, and this is the display of Honor 50. The display quality is amazing. Full HD resolution 120Hz, AMOLED matrix and display size 6.57. Good colors, real and natural. All the disadvantages are associated with rounded edges. There are no fake clicks, but there are too much fake unclicks all the time. For example, now I am trying to send a voice message, but the button is not pressed, no matter how hard I try. By the way, these edges on the display are green color, but this is the problem of such displays. Bonus: the protective film is already included. If we are talking about the main drawbacks now, then let's discuss the huge front camera. Just look at this size. In the same smartphones, maybe Samsung Galaxy S22 or 22 Ultra or Realme GT 5G, which I used as the main one, the front camera was smaller than in it. I will tell you how well this front camera takes photos a little later. But now, about Google services. Will it save Honor's company? If there is a choice between a smartphone with services and a smartphone without it, then I will choose with services. And if there is a choice between a cheaper phone or a better one, but without Google services, I will choose the one with Google services. Because I want to buy a phone and have no limitations with it. Will Google services save the company? Yes, if the price is no more than that of competitors. The design is wonderful, a large block of cameras, but the cameras themselves are not as big as the hole for them. The case material is glass. It fits well in the hand. The weight of Honor 50 is small and it is a good effect on the ergonomic of the smartphone. But the back panel gets very dirty in a second. I think this is the most polluted panel of all that I have tested. Now a few words about the processor. The Snapdragon 778 is installed here, and this is a good solution. But in our case, unfortunately, Honor fucked up. Look at the throttling test I did. The maximum value is 313,000 gips, and in the minimum value is 196. What does it mean? That means that Honor did a bad job on cooling, so the smartphone throttled and heads up. I have a claim to the realization, because other smartphone producers with the same processor have phones that do not heads up and work better. But Honor 15 has a huge plus. It is his memory. Namely RAM. I have a version with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of permanent memory. Thanks to this, the smartphone works quickly and stably. Most importantly, it is stably. By the way, I did a comparison of the performance of the iPhone 13 Pro versus Honor 50. Watch the video, it's very small and you will find out what works faster. Experience of use after 2 weeks. During this time there are no lags, no freezes. This was the main feature of Emotion UI in its time. RAM in the speed test is gaining as much as 47,000 MB per second. This result is very good, and it's even ready to compete with the king of terms of RAM speed with Realme GT 5G. No producers will give such a high speed for this money. Even when I conduct test on Mi 11T, the result of the test for the speed of RAM was 37,000 MB per second. Honor 50 costs less, only $400. Somewhere you can buy cheaper, somewhere more expensive. But for this money, the speed of RAM is wonderful. The flash drive cannot be inserted. The slot is only for 2 SIM cards. There is a silicone, which gives a hint of water protection. Another important news: in Honor 50 there is no headphone jack. However, in 2022 it is not needed, in my opinion. Cameras Honor 50. There are 4 models in total, you know, as usual. 2 good ones and 2 useless ones. And there is also a huge front What are they able to do? We will compare it with my new iPhone 13 Pro. The main model has 108 megapixels, marketing as for me, 8 megapixels ultra-wide angle and 2 megapixels each for bokeh and macro. Let's get started. A complex composition. Honor won here, you're right, the dynamic range turned out to be wide for this one. The iPhone 13 Pro showed details better in out-of-focus areas. Snow is better at Honors too. The sky looks realizable on an iPhone. The next picture. Dynamic range test. The iPhone won here, if it looks at this fragment with light. Details are also better visible in the smartphone from Apple. In description, I like the main model of Honor 50, 10 out of 10. Ultra-wide angle camera. The Chinese company saved money and installed a bad model, because 8 megapixels is not enough. The iPhone has completely won this battle. However, for 400 there will be the same 8 megapixel camera. There are distortions of a wide angle, but at minimum level. Portrait mode. iPhone 13 Pro take picture better, or rather the algorithm of the Apple tree in the background are blurred more correctly on the iPhone. Honor didn't understand what to do and did a random bokeh. Videos can be shot up to 4K 13 FPS. At maximum stabilizations works well, but if you use 1080, then stabilization works better. This is bad in my opinion. Honor does a very aggressive skin smoothing. Face enhancement is turned off, but smoothing still works. Portrait mode on the front camera works the same as on the main one. As a result, we got a very good main camera, and the rest are just an addition. A few words about the sound. Honor installed only mono sound. Why did they decide to do this? I don't understand. The cost of stereo sound is quite small. The sound quality is fine for this money, not the best and not the bad. It's time to talk about the battery. 4300 mAh. That's how much Honor 50 got. When I using it, it was enough for me for a day and a half stably. I was very pleasant with that, because such an indicator has a smartphones with a weak processor and a larger battery, and Honor with their fantastic but terrible UI gets such a result with a smaller battery. 4300 mAh. There is a fast charging of 66 watts. I tested it and the phone charged from 0 to 100 in 33 minutes. There is no wireless and reversible charging. From the interesting, there is a fingerprint scanner under the display. It works slower than I would like. There is also a face unlock by photo using this huge front camera. There is NFC supported and you will be able to pay for purchases wherever you want. If there were no Google services, then you would still be able to do it. While I was using this phone, I got a lot of pleasure because I got nostalgia for the days when the smartphone from Honor were the best for this money. This emotion UI that looks bad but still works very fast and stable. Can I recommend this smartphone for purchase? Of course yes, I fully recommended it for purchase. I liked it so much. But not for any money. For 400, top solution. This smartphone takes good photos, works fast and stable, keeps the charge for a long time. And what else do you need from a smartphone for this money? Thanks for watching, MRC channel, bye!